Aloha everyone. Oh my God, what a show I have prepared for you here today. Bring your popcorn, get ready. We like to say that Viva Hawaii, Viva Hawaii, we like to inform, motivate, and entertain. We are emphasizing motivate and entertain today. We have with us Miss Latina Hawaii, we have the organizer of Miss Latina, and in the second segment we'll be joined by Miss Aloha Latina. Buenas tardes, todo el mundo. Vaya show os tenemos preparado. Me imagino que los españoles estáis durmiendo, pero los hawaianos que habláis español y los hispanos que vivís en Hawái, traeros las palomitas porque tenemos a Miss Latina Hawaii en el estudio y tenemos a la organizadora Nancy Ortiz de Miss Aloha, Miss Latina Hawaii. Miss Aloha Latina nos se va a unir en el segundo segmento, así que bueno, pues aguantar ahí porque tenéis un show precioso hoy. Congratulations, first of all, congratulations to you, Tiffany Johnson,
Thank you so
Miss
much.
Latina, and congratulations for a great show you put together on January 23rd for Miss
Muchas
Latina
gracias,
Hawaii.
Maria. Thank you.
Muchas gracias a ti, Nancy. Today we are going to change a little bit of the format to adjust to our guests who promised us they will come back speaking Spanish, but today we're going to do in English.
Of course.
So, Tiffany,
Yes.
first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
But we know you were Miss Lancaster 2012,
I was.
Miss High Desert
Right.
2014.
Yeah.
You ran for Miss California as
I
well.
did.
And now it's Miss Hawaii.
Right.
What else? What's
Right.
your goal here?
You know, when I ran for Miss Lancaster and Miss California, back in California, I was under the impression that I knew where I wanted to go in life. I knew what path I wanted to take. But then when I realized becoming a woman, I was a child. I didn't know what steps to take in life, and Hawaii made me that woman I am today, and that's why I want to give my thank yous to Hawaii by becoming the next, hopefully, Miss Hawaii and hopefully Miss America.
Well, we are rooting for you.
Thank you.
But so, what is the next steps? What are Nancy the next steps for these girls? We know in this Miss Latina Hawaii, you had 3 winners: Miss Latina Hawaii, Miss Aloha Latina, who will be joining us, Allison Chu, and Miss Paradise Latina. I get
Latina.
confused, sorry,
Sí,
but
Paradise Latina.
so why 3, and what's the difference between the 3 of them?
Okay, in the Miss Hawaii, Miss America organization, after you have 4 girls or more, you can have another crown. So we started off with Miss Latina for the last 4 years, and now the 5th year, we got 12 contestants. So because we had 12 contestants, it's our 5th year anniversary. We wanted to spice it up a little bit.
You
we
did.
decided, okay, we'll give away 3 titles.
Okay.
So the 3 titles, of course, is Miss Latina Hawaii, Miss Paradise, Miss Aloha
Latina.
and Miss Paradise Latina.
I'm glad to see that you get a little confused too.
Yeah.
For those of you who didn't go to the festival, we have some highlights. The photos are from Paul Hayashi, and the songs are from Son Caribe Band, who entertained us, and they did a great performance on Saturday. So before we continue with our conversation, let's see those highlights. Para todos aquellos que nos estáis siguiendo, y seguro que aunque no entendáis inglés, estáis ya pegados al televisor, vamos a poner unos pequeños momentos del festival del otro día. Okay, so we are back, and we want to introduce now Miss Aloha Latina. Welcome back, Allison, and congratulations to you as well. You look beautiful, and you guys look great in the festival.
Oh, thank you so much.
Actually, there was explain to us how does the festival work, because these girls, to me, Allison sang Ave Maria, it killed me, and then you dance, I survived. Tiffany was an amazing dancer. What are the segments of the festival, and what points, what do they have to excel on?
Okay, the girls, the contestants are judged on lifestyle and fitness, which is the swimwear.
Okay.
And that is, I believe, was it 30 points? Yeah, I think it's 30 points. And then they do the interview, and the interview is the judge's interview, and that's about 50 points. And then you go into swimwear, and that is another 25 points. That's how the girls are based on.
Okay. What was the hardest for you, Allison? What was the hardest segment? Or
I would definitely have to say interview. And
the interview?
Yeah, because you have to, I mean, I've always had kind of a hard time of like getting my thoughts across.
Okay.
And I just have to keep practicing and being current with what's going on in the news.
And how do you train for these segments, Tiffany? What does it require for you? Do you have to work out more? Do you have to eat less? Just thinking.
So for interview, I was always taught, just think you're having a conversation. So you always have to tell yourself, you're just talking to somebody, like we are today. We're sitting here having a conversation.
Exactly.
And you want to make that eye contact and laugh and smile. You are getting interviewed, you are getting judged, but at the end of the day, you want them to get to know you.
Was it the same, you that had experience with other states, and was it the same with the other pageants, or this was different for some reason?
Like I said prior, I thought I had an idea of where I wanted to go in life. So I think I was jumping everywhere at my other pageants. But when it came to running for Miss Latina Hawaii, I really knew what I wanted and who I was as a woman. So it was different for myself, but the process is the same.
So what do you see yourself in the future? What do you see yourself in 15 years?
15 years. I actually want to have my PhD in hand by the age of 26 in education.
Oh my God.
Right, so I do want to...
very much short-term goal, but yeah,
it's a short goal, it's a big goal, but it's something I really want to accomplish for not only myself, but the people I can give back to. And so in 15 years, I actually want to be on the path of becoming a founder of a K-12 academy, focusing on arts and athleticism.
Okay, excellent. And you got your Miss Lifestyle award to my lifestyle and fitness. Is that right?
Yeah.
And so what do you do to have that figure?
Oh, well,
Give us some tips.
I love being outdoors. You know, growing up in Hawaii, I love being in the ocean and going surfing and even going cave diving up on the North Shore in the summer when it's not as huge right now, like 40-foot waves.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But I even love running too in the evening.
Okay, excellent. So Nancy, tell us a little bit, what are the requirements? So if all these ThinkTech Hawaii viewers who are always connected to this TV, and I'm sure they are wondering, what do I have to do if I want to be a Miss Latina Hawaii? What are the requirements for these girls?
First of all, to be Miss Latina Hawaii or Miss Aloha Latina or Miss Paradise Latina, you have to be some type of a Hispanic. I mean, you know, your ethnicity has to be some type of it. You have to be 17 years of age, either going, either graduating during that same year or already graduated and looking for scholarship monies, because that's what we do, is give scholarship monies to the young ladies. And you cannot pass the age of 24.
Okay.
And of course you have to be single, never been married, never had a child, a good moral character.
Okay, good. All those things are very important in life too.
Yeah.
So it seemed like each one of the girls was representing a country. So they were representing the country they have the heritage from. So what country did you represent, Allison?
Oh, I'm a quarter Spanish, so Spanish.
So we're
Spain.
going to have to. I'm going to have to personally be happy for that one. What about you, Tiffany? What's your country?
My mother is an immigrant from Chile, so I'm 50% Chilean.
How did she end up in the U.S.?
She actually came here with her father. Her father is a Air Force, and so
Okay.
she came here when she was about 5 years old and just grew up in the States and loved it.
Did you get to go to Chile
I
ever?
did.
Make sopaipillas?
Oh, I love
or-
sopapillas. I'm glad you asked me that because that is my favorite. Yeah, whenever my abuelita, whenever it would rain, we would look forward to the sopapillas she would make.
Yeah, it's like a very winter.
Right, it's a
so
tradition we have.
Please tell our audience what sopaipillas are. I'm sure after their programs with Jay,
Looking forward
Fidel,
to
and
it.
talking about the
We're
smart
gonna be
cities.
hungry.
So sopapillas are sweetbread, pretty much, and you can
like
have
a
them dry.
donut, sort of.
Right, it's like a donut, and you can have it dry. It's kind of flat, but you can have it dry or put like a sweet honey sauce on top.
Is
And
there
I love them with the
any
sweet honey
place
sauce.
in Hawaii where we can find good Chilean food? Or
Actually, there isn't a place in Hawaii with good Chilean food, so I'm glad you brought that up to me. It's something I can invest in as Miss Latina Hawaii.
yeah, I think you have a market there. What about you, Allison? You have a favorite Spanish food or?
I mean, my mom always makes Spanish rice.
Oh yeah, paella, right?
Yeah.
The yellow rice. Yeah, I find, and I'm going to be a little critical here, but I find that in the U.S., at least mostly West Coast and here, which is where I've lived, paella is just yellow rice. It's not
Right.
really.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
to go to Spain. We need
Right.
to do a trip. I'm just throwing ideas here, Nancy. But
Well, I
how about a Miss
understand that
Latina in Spain?
there is. I understand that there is a place that has good paella, and
Please,
it's
share.
called
We're all
bread and butter. That's what it's called, bread and butter.
Okay, I've
And-
been there.
Yes, no, not.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's go.
So where are these girls winning? What do they get?
Go ahead.
You want to speak or you?
Well, we get a year, a year spa, gym pass to the
Right.
spa.
Yeah.
We get even hair and makeup for free for
Right,
a year. We get
right.
$10,000 from REC University
Oh, excellent.
for scholarship.
Excellent. Well, let's hold the thought there. We have to go to a break and we'll be right back. Muchas gracias por estarnos siguiendo. Estoy segura de que aunque hoy no estamos en español, nos estáis siguiendo y os lo estáis pasando bien porque nos están contando un poquito de todo y sobre todo lo de sopaipillas lo habéis entendido seguro. Vamos a hacer un break y un descanso y volvemos enseguida. Gracias.
Hi, I'm Jay Fidel. I'm host of Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy, which is our flagship show, which plays 4 to 5 p.m. every Wednesday. And the supporters of that show are Hawaii Energy Policy Forum and Hawaii Energy. And luckily enough, we have representatives of both of them right here today to tell you more about what they think about the show. Sharon Moriwaki at my left is co-chair of Hawaii Energy Policy Forum, and she goes first. Sharon?
Thank you. Thank you, Jay. I'm so glad that we have this Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy. This was 2 years ago when we started this, and we have continued it because it's so important, and there's so many developments happening across the state, and we hope you'll tune in every Wednesday, 4 to 5. It's wonderful.
And Ray is Hawaii Energy. Ray, what is your thought about the same subject?
Well, I agree completely with Sharon that we are talking about every Wednesday, 4 to 5. We talk about some of the most important subjects that are affecting the islands now and into the future. Energy, clean energy, we need it. We often run into new ideas that we had not thought about before. We did just today, and I think we're going to have more of that in the future. So come on down and watch us 4 to 5 on Wednesdays, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see you then. Aloha.
Aloha.
Welcome back. We are here with our Miss Latina Hawaii, Miss Aloha Latina, and the organizer, Nancy Ortiz. It's really a pleasure. I'm really enjoying the conversation. Me too. I hope you guys are.
Yeah,
So what are the sacrifices, Allison first, what are the sacrifices you've made to run this pageant? Or have you made it and have you seen it as a sacrifice, or everything is fun?
I mean, everything so far has been so rewarding to me, like even getting to know all these girls and getting more in touch with my Spanish heritage. If anything, just trying to like balance my time with everything, with school and work and doing this, I think that's like one of the biggest things I've probably learned from this.
Please, before we continue, tell us a little bit about your experience. You participated in Hawaii 5-0. This is like...
Yeah. I was in the pilot episode of Hawaii 5-0. I played this character Chenchi, and she was like a victim of human trafficking. And then they rescued her and like reunited her with her family. And then I did another episode about a year ago, and I played this girl, Amy, and she was like a college student who was looking for her friend, and they were interviewing her, like, where do you think they hit her or something like that.
It's sort of so much drama.
It's really dramatic.
So is that something you want to pursue?
I want to pursue acting and singing and hopefully Broadway when I get older, when I grow up.
Good luck. So what about you, Tiffany? Sacrifices, anything, or is everything is worth it? And
Right, like Allison said, it's a very rewarding process. You get to learn more about yourself in this whole process and just become a well-rounded woman. I think the only thing I really sacrificed was maybe donuts and pizza for the health and fitness portion.
That's a big
Because I love food. But at the end of the day, it's very rewarding and it's worth it. So.
What about the camaraderie between, like, you two seem like to get along really well, and you were calling each other before the program. But what about with the other girls? Was it also
It's
like
awesome.
that, or?
We actually have a group text going on, and we're meeting February 6th, planning on it to have lunch together.
Okay.
So we've kept that sisterhood.
You don't care about
No, it's been a growth for all of us.
Okay.
Everyone's very supportive.
You're trying to promote that sort of familiar feeling in the pageant, no?
Absolutely. And we were we were a little bit apprehensive having 12 girls, because all this time we've had 7, 6, and 5. So this is the biggest one this year, and we were just so happy because from day one that we met the girls and the girls met each other, that's the day they all became sisters, pageant sisters.
That's beautiful.
And it has been a pleasure working with each and every one of them.
Okay, that's beautiful. We're gonna go now. There was Miss World 2015, Miss Universe 2015 that you've probably heard about. So we're gonna watch a video and we're gonna talk about it when we come back. Vamos a poner un video de Miss Mundo y de Miss Universo 2015 del que probablemente habéis oído hablar, y volvemos enseguida para comentarlos.
And Miss World 2015 is Spain. Spain is Miss World 2015.
Okay, folks. I have to apologize. The first runner-up is Colombia.
Okay, well that was kind of painful to watch. But first of all, Miss World. Miss World was for the first time Miss Spain, and she was Mireia La Laguna from Barcelona, and so I wanted to give a little to honor her a little bit and honor Spain a little bit here. The second one, just a little painful. I want to talk to my guests about it. El primer vídeo, Miss Mundo, Mireia La Laguna, una ganadora de Barcelona, y la quería hacer un pequeño homenaje aquí antes de seguir con mis entrevistas. Y el segundo, pues lo vamos a comentar, yo creo que ya lo habréis visto, es difícil de ver, pero yo no sé si es es realmente una actuación de marketing maravillosa. So, help me here. Was Steve Harvey a PR amazing? Like, did he do it on purpose, you think, Tiffany?
I don't think so at all. I actually admire Steve Harvey. My family and I watch his show every night, and we crack up to him. He's a down-to-earth man that's very successful and supportive of his family. I don't think it would be his initiative to hurt a young woman that's been working so hard, but he did, as a man, step up to the plate and apologize for what he did wrong and admit the truth.
Yeah, I think it was painful for him. But there is always Miss, and Allison, I'm asking you, Miss Colombia, Miss Venezuela, or at least that sounds, those countries sound like familiar to me. Miss USA, is there a prettier country, like where women are more beautiful, or is it?
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, honestly. I think it really just depends on your preference. But those girls definitely who have come out of that country are all beautiful. Yeah. It depends on who steps up and brings.
Just happens to be in the contest that day. Who's your Miss role model?
Miss
Tiffany?
Role Model.
Do you
I have
one,
so
or?
many Miss Role Models.
The first one that comes to mind?
The first one that comes to mind would have to be Teresa Scanlon. She was Miss America 2011, and she was the youngest Miss America in history. Through her, she's actually opened up the door for so many women to say, if you put your mind to it and you want to succeed, you can do it.
What about you, Allison? You have one?
I mean, I think the current Miss America right now is really cool because I'm aspiring to do Broadway, and she sings Broadway and opera, and she just sang opera for her talent, so I like her.
Okay. What about you, Nancy? What would you tell Miss Colombia as the organizer? Well, how do you apologize to someone like that? Or is she not such a loser because she's everywhere in every program that as a runner-up, she would probably have done it, right?
Absolutely, and like again, I feel real sorry for Miss Colombia, but like Tiffany said, you know, the commentator did apologize. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a really big mistake, but what can you do? But being a Latina, you know, my heart goes out for Miss Colombia.
I think she thought she was a winner. Like
Yes,
I've heard
yes,
her talking.
yes.
So maybe
it's
she's
a
not
little
such
hard.
Maybe she, whenever she takes it, and she will realize maybe she didn't lose so much. We're gonna take another break and we'll be right back. Muchas gracias por continuar con nosotros. Vamos a hacer un descanso y volvemos enseguida. Gracias.
Hi, I'm Donna Blanchard. I'm the host of Center Stage here on ThinkTech. This show is so very dear to my heart. We talk with artists of various different ilk here about the process that they go through for their art. So we talk about what they're doing, why they are doing it, how they do it. And it's a show that is inspiring. This is what I hear from people all the time. And a show that will teach you something, sometimes something about yourself. I hope you'll join us. The show is Center Stage. It's on ThinkTech every Wednesday at 2 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Aloha! How you doing? It's me, Angus McTech, wishing you to welcome and join us to see us on Hibachi Talk on ThinkTech Hawaii. Join my co-hosts, Gordo the Tech Czar and Andrew the Security Guy, every Friday from 1300 to 1345. We look forward to seeing you. We'll talk tech and we'll have some wee bit of fun. And remember, let your wing gang free wherever you be. Aloha!
Welcome back. We are at Viva Hawaii, another show. This one is like a VIP show. Miss Aloha Latina is with us, Miss Latina Hawaii, and the organizer Nancy Ortiz. And well, we have a tweet, so let's read it and then maybe we can answer. What is it like to be Latina in Hawaii as opposed to other states in the Americas? That's a very good one. Nancy, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, you know, Hawaii is a melting pot of the Pacific. And we have a little bit of everything here in Hawaii. And this is the first time in the last 5 years that we've even been asked to join the Miss Hawaii and Miss America segment and be able to have a Miss Latina. And we're called a festival pageant because because we do the Hispanic Heritage Festival every year. Out of that, we do a festival pageant like we did this year. And here in Hawaii, it means a whole lot, like I said, because we are the melting pot of the Pacific, and everyone, the Filipinos, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Hawaii, everybody
It's definitely a very different feeling for me that I'm the one,
Yes.
I'm the one who shouldn't be answering, but
Yes.
since I'm Latina too, or
Yes.
at least from Hispanic descent, I
Yes.
think you have a harder time finding people who speak Spanish, if
Yes.
nothing else, or who
Yes.
understand your culture than I was in California or in some other parts of the U.S. I want to do a quiz with you girls very quick. I usually just to get to know you better.
Right.
So it just first things that you just think of when I ask, just respond.
Sounds good.
And we'll keep switching from Tiffany to Allison. So Tiffany, how old were you when you learned to walk in heels?
Walk in heels. Ooh, that's a good question because my mom is obsessed with shoes. So I'm pretty sure when I was young, I always put my feet in her shoes.
You were already.
But probably middle school. I always wanted to dress up like my mom. So I would think middle school when I was my first dance.
Yeah, you definitely seem like you had been doing for a long time. What song was the song that makes you dance, Allison?
This song called I Like to Cha Cha, actually, by Dram. And it's like, I like to cha cha.
Okay. Best day of your life, Tiffany?
When I won Miss Latina Hawaii. I was actually caught off guard.
Allison, if you had enough money to retire right now, would you do it?
Oh, that's a hard one. I mean, I think I would take that money and I would invest it into something so I could make more money. So not retire now, but retire eventually when I'm like
Good,
40.
Smart. Oh my God.
She said 40.
Let's that one go. Tiffany, the most important person of your life.
My mom and dad.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What qualities do you find attractive in a person, Allison?
Definitely their personality and being really kind and generous. I think that's what makes a person beautiful.
Okay, that's beautiful too. What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength? I really love to talk. I love to be a speaker. I love public speaking, so I guess it's great that I went into pageant.
You're doing very well. Thank you. What are you passionate about, Allison?
I'm passionate about music. I love singing and I love performing and being on stage.
Okay. What is your favorite food? I think we already talked about it.
Sopapillas, empanadas, arroz con pollo, anything from Chile, I love.
Okay, who do you think is the sexiest man alive?
Oh, good question.
Oh, that's hard. Oh my God. Brad Pitt. Yes.
Okay, I'll give you the chance to.
Probably Channing Tatum.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my dad's a very handsome man.
Okay, Tiffany, first person you texted after the pageant.
My dad.
Okay, what about you, Allison?
My mom to get my things. I was like, Mom, I need help with all this stuff.
Okay, and Tiffany, how would you like to be remembered?
For my heart, for giving back.
What about you, Allison?
I think, yeah, just for, being here and just being generous and kind.
Okay, what about you, Nancy? How would you like to be remembered?
That, how would I like to be remembered? As you know, I do a lot of things in the Hispanic community.
I do know, yes. You're
And-
Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Cinco de Mayo, you're everywhere.
Thank you. And I do it from my heart. I do it because I want our Latinos to have something here, to have a presence here. And that's how I'd like to be remembered.
Good job, Nancy. Great job. We're going to show. We like to finish with the recap of the week and show the news that have been happening during the week and see what we can talk about if you guys don't mind.
Sounds good.
Vamos a ver el video de las noticias de la semana y enseguida volvemos. Okay, Allison was mentioning right now that the Mark Zuckerberg can retire. He can be the one who retires. Why do Hispanics don't go vote? That's we've seen a little bit of the news is that Trump didn't show up to the Iowa caucuses, to the Iowa debate. But we know Hispanics are not going to express their vote. Why do you think?
You know, Maria, that's a good question. We have been trying even here in Hawaii. We get voters registration, we get people come to our festival, come to the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and try to educate them into voting, and the numbers are still low.
Do they not care, or do they just think
Well, I think that a lot of people that live here that are from different Hispanic countries just feel that, I don't know, in Hawaii, I guess
it's not gonna matter.
It's just not gonna matter. Right?
Why do you guys think, Tiffany, I'll ask you, young people don't go vote either? Why do you think?
Being in the young surrounding myself, I feel as if a lot of individuals feel as if their vote doesn't matter, that their voice doesn't bring a difference. But what's great is that the political views are being brought to social media, which our youth is so involved with. So I know many of my friends are going to register to vote now. I think we just need to get ourselves more involved, publicize it more, and say it's a privilege. It's not a right that we have, it's a privilege we have, and we need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I think that will be important. Well, also, as say, you know, in Chile, you have a president who is a woman.
Yes, very proud of that.
Michelle Bachelet, yeah.
Right, very proud.
And she's been running her second term. So, do you think the U.S. is ready for Hillary Clinton, who is a woman, or any other woman? I'm just saying her because she seems like the one who has more chances.
We've already made history with the first African American president, so why not make history with the first woman president? I think what we need to do is focus on the individual, not their sexual orientation, not their ethnicity, or anything of that sort. We need to see if they can handle our nation and take care of our nation as a whole.
Are you following politics at all? Was that part, Allison?
Oh, I've been keeping up with it a bit, yeah.
So, give us your thoughts about Trump, a candidate for the presidency, not going to a debate. Is that also a marketing genius, or?
You know, I definitely think it brings a lot of buzz into our conversation, like everything that he's been saying. But I don't really agree necessarily, like what he's been saying, especially towards like minority cultures, like Hispanics, and it's really offensive. And I think, you know, just even for us as like young Latino women, like I don't want a president representing our country who isn't accepting of minority cultures.
Where do you get your news? What do you watch TV or read newspapers, Facebook?
I think like in Facebook helps a lot, and me and my mom, we talk a lot about politics too.
Is that usually part of the family conversations?
The girls have to be well diverse. They have to know what's happening in the world.
Everything. What's your biggest concern of what's happening in the world, Allison?
I think violence, honestly. Like, you see all of the news about ISIS, and even in the U.S., like, so many crime has been happening. I think we just need to really address that and, like, teach our little ones not, like, how to handle confrontation and conflict without being aggressive.
Very good. Just to lighten up the topic a little bit, we saw Hawaii is the healthiest state in the U.S. How good is that?
Awesome.
Why do you think, Tiffany?
We have so much to do outdoors. We can run on the beach, we can hike, we can surf. The weather's perfect 24/7, 365 days a year. Why not take advantage of it?
That is snowstorm, Nancy, in the East Coast, and we are here. And then it's raining in California. I think we should invite all those who are watching us from different places and are not in Hawaii to come during the winter. It's not bad here.
That's right.
So I also read there is so Hawaii is not allowing people under 21 to buy cigarettes. That's probably is the government helping in that sense too, or so they cannot go.
I think it's a great idea.
Right.
I don't smoke to begin with.
Do you mind even if the government is so in getting in the? I mean, you're 18. Maybe you can take your own decisions, no? Or you prefer?
I just feel 21. That's,
I saw you joking a little bit when you were saying thank you to your grandson for helping you tell us about him a little bit, and then
yeah, Blaney Pekadutro, very proud of him. He teaches, he's a high school teacher.
Is he helping also
school.
you with all the other festivals and?
Well, he's my executive director for the Miss Latina, co-director. However, he tries to help me in some of the other events, but it depends where, you know, because he teaches school. He's also a kumuhula.
He needs to.
So, plus he's going in for his doctorate.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you guys. What camera should they look at? Camera 3, Allison. If you want to say something, and then Tiffany, and then to end Nancy. So go ahead.
Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for having us on the show.
And Tiffany.
I want to say thank you to ThinkTech Hawaii and to my amazing hosts. I also want to say thank you to the islands, and I'd be proud to be your woman of service of Hawaii.
And Nancy.
Muchísimas gracias to ThinkTech Hawaii and Maria for being a gracious host to us. And we'd just like to remind everyone out there, please, Latinos, especially our Latinos out there, go out and patronize whatever we have out there. We have Cinco de Mayo coming up. We have the Hawaii Salsa Congress coming up. We have the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce trying to revive that. So there's a lot of things happening, and I know that if you stay tuned to Maria's program right here,
there you go.
ThinkTech Hawaii, you will get all of the information. Muchísimas gracias.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to the girls. The best of luck to Miss Hawaii. Is that in June?
Yeah,
or,
June
or
11th.
Okay, we'll keep our fingers crossed
Thank
for
you.
And
Thank you.
please come join us whenever you
course.
win there, because I'm sure we have great candidates bringing you. You did very well, Nancy. Okay,
The
well,
judges did well.
I think everybody. It was a great event. Everybody was very
fun.
You guys were very professional.
Thank you.
Well, this is it for today. Our next program is February 15th, and Bardit Hakmon is the manager of the store Desigual. It's a Barcelona store that just opened a store in the Ala Moana Mall in November. So she's joining us to talk about clothes and fashion. So we're keeping up with the beauty, and we hope you join us. Muchas gracias a todos. En nuestro próximo programa, el 15 de febrero, Bardit Hakmon, que es la directora de Desigual en Hawái, vendrá y nos hablará de ropa y de tendencias y un poquito del centro comercial de Ala Moana. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much again, and I hope I wish you all the luck, and I'm sure you will have it in life, and not only in the pageant, in the Hawaii pageant, but in life. I think you deserve it and you earn it.
Thank you so much.
Aloha. Mahalo. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm IC Davidson. Thanks for tuning in to ThinkTech Hawaii. One of the things that we do here, or the thing that we do here, is promote civic engagement in Hawaii. What does that mean? We want to talk about things that people want to hear about, and we want you to engage us and be part of that conversation. One of the ways that you can do that is by joining in during our live show via Twitter. How do you do that? You get on the interwebs and get Twitter. get an account, and mention us if you have a question. What you'll do is you tune into our show live, tweet us questions, and our hosts and guests will address them accordingly. It's really easy, it's really fun, and I think that your participation in what we're doing here will help us continue the dialogue on very important issues that we're trying to cover. Sustainability, clean energy, you name it, we're on top of it. We want you to be part of what we're doing, because together we'll be able to make things change. Thank you for watching ThinkTech Hawaii, thinktechhawaii.com, weekdays 12 to 5 p.m.